We begin with the budget column. Here, we want to add a cell editor. A cell editor is an input option that allows users to enter values directly in the model. Excel reporting supports different kinds of cell editors. For example, you can use one for text, for numbers only, or for a drop-down list. In this case, I want to use a pop-up table. A pop-up table opens a pop-up window, like the one shown in the example here. Inside that pop-up, you can define multiple columns, rename them, adjust them, and Excel reporting will store the values for you. That means that you can keep multiple details on a single budget line. In our case, it makes sense to include fields like description, value, date, comment, and reference. That way, you can store detailed budget information, such as the amount, a date, a comment, and a reference like an invoice number or an order number. That is very useful when you want to capture as much budget detail as possible. So we keep the same headers, value, date, comment, and reference. Then we click apply, and now we have a pop-up editor. Next, we also add a planner cell editor. A planner editor is useful when I want to distribute an amount intelligently over multiple periods. That is ideal for budgets that I want to spread over months, quarters, or the full year. It lets you apply a kind of seasonal or planning pattern to each line. So we go back to Cell Editor and choose a drop-down planner. You can either define your own planners or retrieve planners from a query. For now, we'll work with a fixed set of planners. Excel reporting already provides a list of standard planning functions, and they are documented in the support center. The planner distributes a value based on a selected planning rule. For example, it can spread €1,000 evenly across months or use another ratio if you define a different pattern. In this example, we'll create a simple drop-down list with month, quarter, and year. You can also allow users to add new planners themselves, but I'm not doing that here. So now we have 3 planners. What I also want to show is a total budget. That total budget is the sum of the current budget plus what I add in the new budget field. So that gives me a total budget value. I'll format that as an integer. And I can already enter a test value here. For example, 10,000, just to see if everything works correctly. At that point, we immediately see an issue. And that is where the next function comes in. Unwrap.